All right, we're at 5913 Lucille. This one is listed as a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. Um, Further down the street, you got a couple more houses there that are for sale. I want to say 160 and 199. Older neighborhood on the Bayside area of Corpus. Pretty quiet. We're on a Saturday afternoon, so obviously it's pretty quiet. Some of the homes are updated. Some of the homes are not, may need some work, but it's otherwise not too bad. 1-car garage. Let's go ahead and check out the inside of the home. I want to say it was listed at about 1,000 square feet. So as soon as you walk in, you got the laminate flooring. Looks like you got some wall touch-ups here. I'm not sure if maybe it was a rental before. As you notice, this area may be the living area, but I don't see any lights. The only light I see over here is this one, and then this may be, I guess, maybe considered a dining. If you also notice the ductless air conditioning system here, as you can tell, there's no AC vents. I think it's because of the way the roof is so flat. Their pitch, there is no room for ductwork. When these homes were originally built, they didn't have AC. So if this is enough for you, it feels decent. I don't know how it is on an energy bill. I can ask about that. But down here in South Texas, our AC is pretty important because it does get so hot and humid here. So that's just something to consider. Here is a little closet. Here, I guess it would be a coat closet. But yeah, those are kind of the first things that I noticed as I walk in. Here's your kitchen. Again, not a whole lot of lighting in the ceiling. Again, I don't know if that's because the pitch of the roof is so low. Maybe the electricians couldn't get in there. But I assume this is where your refrigerator would go, maybe. A little slim. But there's your kitchen. Unless you want to put the fridge opposite end over here, maybe in this back corner, you may have some more room over there for the fridge. Here's the garage. Again, it is a 1-car garage. There's your updated electrical panel, which is good because, again, since these homes were originally built in the 60s, 50s, I'm glad they got updated electrical. You would have aluminum wiring if they didn't. And here is, I don't have a light in here, I don't believe. Oh, here it is. There it is, perfect. All right, so there is your updated water heater. Looks very new. There is your washer dryer or washer connection. Then there's your dryer connection. So your washer dryer would be out here in the garage. So again, there is the front door, the little dining area, I would assume here, living room. Here's your kitchen, right? Here's one of the bedrooms here. I don't have measurements. I don't have square footage of each room. I also do notice a little bit of sloping and foundation wise going down this way, while the door probably doesn't stay open. Okay. Here is the end of the living room. Like I said, there's the front door, so we're on the other end. Here is the bathroom, the 1 bath. So it looks like they may have done some updates to it. because this sink looks newer. Now, like I said, I don't know if it was a rental at some point or they just updated it and put it on the market. Let's see what's in this closet. Oh, just another coat closet. Okay, here is a second bedroom. This one actually kind of seems bigger than the other one we just saw. My back is against the wall, so. And then here is the final third bedroom. Let me put my back against the wall. Yeah, I do feel some shifting coming back to the end here. I don't know how significant. Unfortunately, we would have to hire a foundation expert to kind of check the levels and see if there's any major issues that need to be addressed right away. But as I'm walking the house, so the only way to get outside to the back would be through the garage. I don't know. Let me see here. All right, here it is. So the only way to get to the backyard. And you do got a very good sized yard. It just needs some updated fencing on both sides. And it does look like they may have done some updated plumbing. So at least we know that it doesn't have old plumbing, as far as we used to have cast iron no longer is available. So I could get that. I'll let the inspector look into that. But yeah, I used to have cast iron piping in these older houses, and that's completely obsolete now. So it does look like they replaced it with some PVC or some other updated piping. But you would have your big yard, at least. Gas is available. There's no gas meters. Gas is available. I didn't see any of the electronics inside that utilize gas, but gas is available. And you can get a little better picture of the roof back here. I don't immediately have the age of the roof, but you can tell on the pitch it's pretty flat. So that's probably why there's no overhead lighting, and especially that's why there's no duct work or AC, as you would see there. Look, the AC unit there, because they have a higher pitch in the roof versus a flatter roof. You can't get duct work in this flat roof. But this is the one on Lucille, so 5913 Lucille. So let me know what you think about it, and